everybody. The captain has returned after a pretty rough start to the season. First of all, he had been at the shop for 3 months because the hot water heater had to be switched out. More on that later. And right after we could finally pick him up, he had to go back in immediately to have some marten damage fixed. A little critter had chewed something off at the shop. And once he was back with us after that, I eventually got to spring cleaning, the first part of it anyway. So here's some footage of that. These are gloves. And a broken pakua. All fixed. Shenanigans. Yes, when I got to the water system, there was leakage again, and I nearly flipped. Off to the repair shop again, which is about an hour drive from here. And the captain's been back with us for a couple of days now. I'm about to start the second part of spring cleaning. Fingers crossed, I'll only see water in expected places. All right, let's check it out. In order to get to the water tank, you need to remove the refrigerator. It's held in place by 2 screws. Time for gloves now. This is behind the fridge with a water tank opening. I'm going to go in there in a minute and clean the inside very thoroughly. The black insulation you see a little further in the back houses the hot water boiler that took 3 months to arrive to be replaced. It's actually specifically designed for motor yachts, campers, and caravans, and it's quite nifty because hot water is produced by the engine's cooling system while the vehicle is moving. This, by the way, is the relatively powerful and noisy water pump. When the captain's parked, the system can be connected to shore power for hot water. Unfortunately, I've had leakage issues right about here ever since I bought the captain, and it turned out there was a fissure in the boiler's welding seam. So first you need to turn on the water pump, and then you nearly faint because you see the drop of water forming. Thanks to the highly skilled craftsman on site, the clamp could be tightened a bit more. Beats me why the men at the shop who are half his age couldn't do that. And I could drain almost all of the water tank without any more leaks. I always do the rest by hand, plus a fair amount of clean towels, and then check the whole tank with a little inspection camera to reassure the very fussy me. That camera's recording quality is terrible and the images are upside down, but I'm sharing anyway. Hello. I realized you might be wondering when I'm finally going to hit the road. Well, I had to cancel Easter break plans, which would have been a few days by the Mosel riverbank, because it's simply too cold. 45 degrees Fahrenheit during the day do not a happy camper make, at least as far as I'm concerned. And it's too few days off to travel south and back. It also means, however, that I can take my time spring cleaning the captain. Yes, I'd rather be on the road, but I'm also in here in my winter coat. It's the way it is. I've checked a few more items off the to-do list since I last turned the camera on. Everything's been washed and cleaned in here, and I have a few more dishes to put away. I don't like plastic cups and such, so I travel for the most part with regular plates, mugs, and glasses, and so on. There are no weight issues with the Captain because it was a refrigerator truck. I think I mentioned that in my first video. Refrigerator needs to go back, but the water tank, I'm letting that air out, which is good. Mattresses aren't back in here because I'm waiting for a few days of sunshine in a row. I'll see you soon, I hope.